Welcome to the 5th episode of DeLovely. I'm Juju.
And I'm Grace Marie.
And we are your co-hosts. Welcome to our first date episode entitled Couples Night. Couples Night. Couples Night. Couples Night. Couples Night. We have 3 couples on tonight. We have Asia and Bobby, Zack and Cameron, and Jacob and Abbey. Woo!
Yay!
Welcome. We will be interviewing them and ask them questions about their relationship. Ask them to give some relationship advice.
Yes,
And we're going to play a little game with them, the lovely edition.
Yes.
So definitely stay tuned for that. And yeah, let's get started with our show.
All right.
Now we have our first special guest, none other than Asia, Lily, and Bobby. Woo!
All right. Will you guys introduce yourself a little bit?
My name is Asia Lily Valentine. I'm a Pisces. I was on this show like 2 weeks ago.
Yes!
This is my boyfriend. Yeah. Okay,
Bobby, your turn.
Oh, my turn. Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. No pun intended. I'm Bobby. I'm Asia boyfriend. I was say girlfriend, something weird.
My girlfriend.
If you see me drinking out of my water bottle, I'm not sponsored if this video blows up.
But we can be. But
We can be.
Yeah,
We
true.
can.
No copyrights.
Definitely don't want to get copyrighted, because
I'm over that.
Yes, thank you for
Over.
having me on the show.
of course. Now we're going to swear you guys into the interview. Please raise your right hand and repeat after us. I state your name.
Asia Lily Valentine,
State your name. Bobby Chandler.
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to spill the tea,
to spill the tea,
keep it classy,
keep it classy,
and have fun.
and have fun.
Oh my goodness, let's get started.
What a good swear.
So, how did you guys meet?
So I was home for the summer and I needed to find a job. And so I applied to literally like 15 different places. And finally, the sushi restaurant hired me. And so I was like, okay, cool. So it was my first week of work and I started on a Monday. And so like the whole week, I had no idea Bobby even existed. And then on Friday, I came in for my first weekend shift and it was my first dinner shift. And I walked into like the little, like the extra room in the restaurant, and Bobby came inside, and we were playing Heads Up, like everybody that worked there, like the little game with the thing. And he came in while it was my turn, and I was like, who is that? And then, yeah, and then he was just really cute, but I didn't like think anything of it. So then, we were like flirty, kind of. I don't know. We were like really giggly at work, and like I don't know why. Like literally every time I walked past him, I would giggle, and I had no idea why. I was like, "What is funny?" Like, am I in 3rd grade? And then this girl was like, "So I feel like there's like chemistry between y'all," and I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And then like literally a week later, we started dating, and here we are.
The perfect love story. Bobby, what is your perspective on how you guys met?
She said everything that I wanted to say, but I'm going to say it better.
Ooh.
There I was one Friday afternoon. I just walked up to Sushi King, sushi restaurant. Who doesn't like sushi? It was a great deal, great place to work. It was a little side gig. It happened like that. And there she was, the stunning Asia Lily Valentine, just sitting there with a phone on her head. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Y'all look ridiculous. And then that was my first time I got introduced to Heads Up. It's actually a really fun game. If y'all have never played it.
It is a fun game.
It is a fun game.
Yeah.
Very fun.
But I went over there, we didn't really talk that much, and then I kind of just stuck my way in and had to see what she's about and get to know her. So Started asking her questions like where she's from and she's doing here, why she picked Sushi King. She picked a terrible job here. So forth, so forth. And we got to write notes to each other, and it was like kindergarten all over again, or not? It was like first grade all over again.
Wow.
And then, then we just went on a date. I asked her out. Actually, no, we had a sushi date at Sushi King. She didn't know it was a date until I said it was a date.
Ooh.
I was like, weird. This is the date right now.
Period.
And then I just asked her the next time, I was like, you want to hang out? Let's go to the oceanfront. Actually, we were going to go to the Cheesecake Factory in Virginia. It's a great restaurant. I recommend 10, 12.
Love Cheesecake Factory.
It's good, but it's not that good. So it's 10, 12. It was a super long line. So we decided to go out to the oceanfront, and we went to, where did we go to?
I don't know the place, but we got seafood.
We got seafood. It was delicious. It was expensive to have. And we only ate like a quarter of it.
It was a lot of food, and I barely even finished it. I felt so bad.
Aww.
All right. So how long have you guys been together?
About 10 months.
Wow, you're gonna hit I almost said 2-year market. The 1 year marker.
Okay.
That's exciting. Oh my goodness. Okay, so a question for both of you guys. What have been some of the challenges you guys have had in your long distance relationship?
Bobby, you go first.
Ladies go first.
Okay. I mean, obviously we don't see each other all the time, but I've seen him, other than right now during like coronavirus, I've seen him once a month since we both left Virginia.
Aww.
So that's like fun. Right now is the worst just because like I can't leave.
Coronavirus.
At all. Exactly. And so I don't know. I don't really, it works. I don't know. There's no like problems, I guess, because we're both putting equal effort in.
I'm an emotional wreck over here. I'm just really good at hiding it.
Oh.
Okay.
Bobby, what do you think are like some of the struggles in a long distance relationship?
For anybody that wants to get in a long distance relationship or has to commit to it, it's worth it in the end. It is, because y'all will eventually be together, and it's easier to just learn each other from far distances, from always be like nagging at each other if you're next to each other, and it's just it grows on you if you're separated a little bit and have like not the social distancing. I don't know, it sucks at times, but
but you guys make it work. I love that.
And also,
wait.
when you're far away, it makes seeing them that much better.
It really does. Like, you go this long period of time and not seeing them, and whenever y'all see each other,
It's like
you love to cuddle.
I don't know why that took me out like it did. Oh my goodness.
All right, so what advice would you give to anybody that is in a long distance relationship?
Ooh, I like the way you said that.
I guess.
It might. I think that, like I said earlier, I'm a tag off of it. Just keep your head up. I know it sucks. It's depressing at times, but just work through it because it'll be worth it in the end.
Yes. And also, you have to put equal effort in, because if one person is not working as hard as the other to keep things as good as they are from far away, then it definitely feels like they're far away.
Aww. You guys, let me just grab my eye drop so I can just. Oh my goodness. Well, that is all the questions we have for you.
Yeah.
Now we are going to get ready to play our game. This game is called Couples Challenge DeLovely Edition. Woo! Confetti! So the rules of this game is basically we're going to ask you a series of questions, and if the question pertains to you, you'll point at yourself or at your partner. And this is basically just speed round. So, are you guys ready? Do you guys have any
Rapid
questions?
fire. All right, who initiated the first kiss?
I definitely did.
Who apologizes first after a fight?
Give in at all.
Okay, who's the funny one?
This guy. That's a joke right there.
Oh my! Who is more romantic?
I don't know. Both.
You are.
I think I don't know. Both of us.
You wrote me a letter. That's pretty.
did.
I always love a letter.
So sweet. Who's the most patient?
Because Asia can be a lot.
That's not nice.
Okay.
Not an ounce of patience in my body.
Who is the most annoying?
Oh wait, who's the better cook?
I mean, I haven't really cooked for him yet, but
I heard she can cook some ramen noodles, so.
Ooh, we love ramen.
I can cook more than that.
Who's the best kisser? Oh.
Wow. Okay.
Who spends the most money?
Well,
I feel that.
Asia, I was just about to say. Asia.
Bobby has more money because he has a job right now. I don't have money.
Bills. Bills do not count, okay?
Oh my goodness. Who takes longer to get ready whenever you guys are going to go out?
We just witnessed this today. I got ready in like 15 minutes, so.
I think me. Yeah.
Who's more stubborn?
We both are pretty stubborn.
Who's the bigger baby when sick?
I don't know. I haven't seen you sick. I can't answer that. I haven't seen you sick.
I don't know.
Who's the most adventurous?
Who's the most talented? Yes.
Okay, this is kind of a loaded question. Who pays for the dates?
Wait, say that again?
Who pays on your dates?
He doesn't let me.
I do.
Oh my goodness. And last but not least, who said I love you first? Bobby, you said I love you first? That's actually really surprising coming from Asia. Like, hello?
I said it twice before she said it.
You said it twice?
Yeah.
What did you
The
say?
first time he said it, I said okay.
We were under the influence.
You were.
Asia was like, I was completely in my right mind.
I just wanted to make sure that you meant it, so I just said okay. But then the next time you said it, I knew that you actually meant it. And you weren't just drunk and saying things.
That is so sweet. Well, that was our game. Thank you guys so much for coming on to our first themed episode entitled Couples Night. That was a lot of fun. I love you bunches.
Oh, that was great.
What happened? I love both of you guys.
Oh.
Why can't I love both of you guys?
I don't know. You just said I love you bunches, so I was like.
Oh, I love you guys bunches.
Bunches.
I hug.
We're hugging.
Come on, group hug. Put
okay.
this arm up.
Okay.
Group hug.
Oh, yeah. It's a lovely group hug.
Yes. Next up, we have Zack and Cameron, so stay tuned. Our second guest on Couples Night, we have my favorite couple, Zack and Cameron. Woo!
It's such an honor to be on the show with y'all.
Oh my gosh, thank you for coming on.
That's so cute.
Glad to be here.
So, can you guys tell us a little bit about yourselves?
Cameron, why don't you go ahead and first?
Okay, I go first. Okay. My name's Cameron Woodall from New Braunfels, Texas, in the Army Reserve. I've been
Yes.
Zack for
Yeah.
a long time, and I absolutely adore him. So he's pretty much like my life at this point. Everything I've done has pretty much been with him, other than like the major life choices I've made, which one, like joining the Army and just working. So pretty much, I mean, about me would be him, pretty much.
I can't do this. Ah! Okay, Zach, you go.
Oh.
Okay, I'm Zach Irwin. I live in San Antonio, but I went
Hold
to
on,
school.
can we just talk about the fact that your voice is so deep now?
It's really, oh my
Like,
God,
hello?
it really is so deep.
But last time I was with y'all was I was 16 or 17.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
I know.
It's been a while.
Okay, I'll let you start over. I just had to take
I went to school with Julian and Grace. Me and Juju Bean, we did a lot of acting together, and Grace, we did acting and French together, and that was super fun.
Papa Unte, whatever his name
Papa
is.
Unte. Oh my gosh, that was
Shout out Madam Yost.
But yes, Cameron is my life. He is the love of my life that I've met and have been with for 3 years. And little did I ever think that I would have that young love experience in high school being a gay teen. And I'm just so thankful for him and for all the experiences that we've had together.
Oh,
I'm probably gonna cry at
I
some
know,
point
I
in
feel
this
like I'm
interview.
gonna cry.
Tears will be shed, and I am so not mad about it. Okay,
Yeah.
so now let's swear you guys in. Please raise your right hand and repeat after us. I state your name.
Zack,
Do solemnly swear
we solemnly swear
to spill the tea,
to spill the tea,
keep it classy,
keep it classy,
and have fun.
and have fun.
Yes. Okay, so your first question. So how did you guys meet?
This is
You
fun.
take the reins on this one, Zach?
So we just happened to bump into each other on, you guessed it, Grindr.
I love that.
Yes.
I had just turned 18, and this guy slid into my Grindr DMs, and I was like, okay, cool. How old are you? And he says, 18. Little did I know that was not the truth when we first met.
We love a scandal.
True.
Right? He was 17 when we first met, which is legal in the state of Texas.
Period. Legal, so
Legal.
don't try it. If you got
Period.
anything to say, come to me. Don't
Period.
even try it. Period. Okay, keep going.
Yes, but we met when we were in high school. So we met, I want to say, in the second semester of my senior year, his junior year. And so he would come over to my place all the time, and we'd hang out. But our first place that we met was we met each other on Grindr.
Okay, so we're gonna backtrack a little bit.
Oh, yes.
We're gonna spill all of
So
this.
we met on Grindr, and then we started Snapchatting. So we got each other's Snapchat, and I mean, when I met him, so 3 years ago, I was like, okay, I'm becoming this gay person, and started Snapchatting him, and he's like, okay. So then I started thinking, so we started planning on me coming to hang out with him, and he bailed, or he flaked on me 3 times.
How dare you?
Like up to the point where it was like, hey, I'm about to leave. And then he would text me, hey, I have a phone call with my mom, or I'm on the phone with my mom. And then wouldn't message me for hours. And then I'd get, oh, sorry.
Wow.
So after the third
Scared.
time, I told myself, I'm going to try one more time. Because I had already been flaked on 3 times. So at that point, I was like, either 1, he's fake. 2, he's a
definitely a
very
catfish.
terrible person. And then, so I was like, okay, I'm going to try one more time. And this last time, I actually was able to go over to his place and meet him. And some stuff happened.
Period.
Oh my gosh.
So how long have you guys been together?
It was 3 years, April 24th.
We have 2.
Wow.
Hold on. Did Abbey and Jacob get together? Fun
It
fact.
was either the 20. I don't know.
Fun fact: the couple that is on after you guys, they got together on April 24th and have been
Was it
together
April?
for 3 years. I
What?
think that's what they said.
I think it.
Well, that's
How
our
many-
anniversary of dating.
I think that's what was said.
I
You
was like,
guys watch the
We'll
whole.
have to- okay.
Viewers, watch the whole video to fact check us and let us know in the
Yes,
comments
fact check
if we're
us.
right.
Because
I'm pretty sure.
Fact.
because we met April 12th, I believe, was the first time we met. It was either April 12th or April 14th.
Some early date in April, yeah.
Interesting. I hope that it was the same day.
I
Okay,
That's so cool.
that is crazy. Okay, so what do you love most about your partner?
Zack, can go first.
Okay, so my favorite thing about Cameron is I've always been like a very stubborn person, and I'll just be like, I don't want to do it. And the thing about Cameron is that he doesn't care. He'll make me like do whatever needs to get done. Like he is even more stubborn than I am. So
I love that.
to be better. So I love that about him. He is such a super caring person. Like he tries to please everyone he can. He's just, I could go on for hours, but I'll try to keep this in.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
I love that.
Cameron.
So Zack is very inspiring. He's always trying to do the best he can at everything he can.
Facts.
He's very compassionate.
Facts.
What have been some challenges you guys have had in your long distance relationship?
So I think the hardest thing that we, just in our relationship and all, have had to go through was me leaving for 6 months. Because before I left for 6 months, I was in Africa for about 2 weeks.
Wow.
So that was, I mean, and that was almost worse because I had no cell reception. Like there wasn't, like it was, I would have it and then I wouldn't. So he would get a message from me at the beginning of the day and then he wouldn't get a message from me until like that night. So that was almost worse than him knowing when exactly I'd be able to talk to him.
Yeah.
But I think the worst thing that we've had to deal with was me leaving for 6 months.
And do you want to tell them why you left for 6 months?
Well, I went to, I swore in January 23rd, 24th of 2019 to join the Army as an MP, so military police. And then I shipped out July 22nd of 2019, and I graduated December 12th, 2019, top of my class. I graduated Distinguished Honor Grad with the Leadership Awardee. And then since then, I've been doing competitions for the Army Reserve and winning stuff. So I attribute a lot of my winnings and a lot of my passion and drive to Zack. Like when I was there, he would send me a sandbox. He would send me sandbox pictures. And we called it ghetto laminating. We would take our clear tape and we would put them over our pictures. And every time we would go on like our ruck marches, like the ruck marches that we would do would be like 9-10 miles. We'd wake up at 2 a.m. and go on these. Well, one of the things that kept me going and never giving up and always being at the front of the platoon, because I was first platoon, so we were always leading. I laminated those pictures and I still have it with me. And I made a paper size, so it was like an 8x10 of Zack's pictures, and I carried it in my pocket when I would go on those ruck marches. And every time I felt like falling out, I would pull them out. Here, let me see if I can actually find them real quick.
Oh my gosh, yes!
That is so sweet.
Must be nice to have your face in somebody's pocket. I think that came out really wrong. Oh my gosh!
So,
Oh my god.
here's one I made.
I'm
I
sure.
carried this with me.
Aww.
And then here's the 8x10 I made. Or it's kind of like an 8x10. But it's all of our pictures. Laminated.
Heart is throbbing.
Okay, this is a YouTube first because I haven't even seen those. Like, I
Really?
And then the pictures. All of them. I have all of them.
Oh my gosh.
Everything he sent me, I have. All the sandboxes. Some of these stayed under my pillow when I slept. The whole time, all 6 months.
Somebody would put my picture under their pillow. Like, hello.
Okay, woo, woo.
I am
All of
jealous.
them.
What advice would you give couples in the LGBTQ community or couples in a long distance relationship?
Don't give up. Stay persistent. Relationships take two people. You can't do it by yourself. You can't make somebody do something they don't want to do. So it takes work. It takes a lot of work and a lot of perseverance. And you know when you have the right one because it's you never have to work at it. It just comes natural. And yes, you have your bumps in your roads because you're growing as two people, but you can't let anything get in between you and that person. Because, like, yes, life, I mean, it's your life, but you have to be willing to sacrifice things in your life for that person so you can be happy.
Amen.
And I also want to add communication. Like, if you feel a certain way, okay, especially my girls and my gays, like,
Speak to him.
Yes,
Speak to him.
please do.
your man is not going to know what he did wrong. If he did something wrong, you need to let him know.
You better preach.
Honestly.
You need to know.
Also,
like, these boys.
we can't read minds.
Yes.
So this passive aggressive stuff that y'all have going on, stop it.
Because that's how it be sometimes. I mean,
Hey, dude, I have to get that point across fairly silently.
yeah.
We can't read minds, but we can read passive aggressive, and
Always.
sometimes it can get you in trouble.
Oh my goodness. Well, those are all the
I
questions
love
we
this.
have for you guys.
I love
Now
this.
we're about to play our game. The game is called Couples Challenge, DeLovely Edition. Ew. The rules are we will ask you a series of questions. It's basically TikTok version. We'll be like, who is the prettier one? Point at me.
Yeah.
And then you'll point at each other. It's like, yeah, any questions?
All right, rapid fire. Who initiated the first kiss? Oh.
Who apologizes first after a fight?
Who's the funny one?
Who is more romantic?
Who's the most patient?
Who is the most annoying?
Who's the better cook?
Hands down.
Easy. I cannot cook.
Who's
He
the
burned
best
himself
kisser?
on refried beans.
Refried brains. Hold on. Refried
Beans
brains.
that you stick in the microwave. He gave himself a 3rd-degree burn on microwavable beans.
Oh my god!
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Only Zack, literally.
Right?
Only.
Oh my god. Okay, so who's the best kisser?
I had to teach him. We know this. We know this. We know this.
I'm gonna be honest. I've gotten so much better though. I'm gonna say
I believe you.
So much
I
better.
believe you.
So much better.
All right, who spends the most money?
On what?
On anything. Who takes longer to get ready to go out somewhere?
Oh my god.
Who's the most stubborn?
yeah, that's right.
Who's the bigger baby when sick?
Oh my god.
I love how y'all are pointing at each other.
I'm serious. I love it when the answers are different.
Oh my gosh.
All right, who's the most adventurous?
Yeah.
Who's the most talented?
That what?
Anything. Life.
So vague.
That's hard. I mean, I'd say we're pretty even.
Okay.
I'd go even because like we both have our strongs.
We
I
live. We
love
stand and we
that.
live.
All right, lastly, who said I love you first?
Aww. I
I
love
think I was in the back of my friend's car and I got a Snapchat like out of nowhere and it was like, I love you. And I was like, ah!
Me? Oh my gosh.
No.
Yes, that is so cute. Well, that is all we have for you guys. Thank you so much for joining us for Couples
Thank
Night.
y'all.
Next up, we have Jacob and Abby, so stay tuned, guys.
Yeah.
All right, last but not least, we have one of my favorite couples, Jacob and Abby. Woo!
Hi.
Here we go. All right, guys. So if you will tell the viewers a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jacob. I go to school at UTPB, in Odessa. I am studying mechanical engineering,
Oh, whoa.
and
We do.
that's my girlfriend.
I'm Abby. I don't go to school right now, but I work at a bank. Not much that's interesting about me.
There's everything interesting about you, girl. Okay, so now what were you gonna say?
Never mind. Keep going. Just keep on rolling.
Now we're gonna swear you guys in to the interview. Please raise your right hand and repeat after us. I
State
your name.
Jacob
Abbey Light.
Lambert.
Good job.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
to spill the tea.
To spill
the tea.
Keep it classy.
Keep it classy.
Keep it classy.
And have fun.
And have fun.
Jacob. Oh my goodness. Yes.
And have fun.
All right, you guys.
Success.
So how did you guys meet?
Oh,
Let's go first.
do you remember? Because, well, I guess it was in 6th grade.
Yes.
Was it? Did we even meet in 6th grade, or did I just in love with you for no reason?
I mean, we didn't like talk in 6th grade. I mean, I'm sure we said like 1 or 2 words to each other.
Yeah.
But
well, I guess
we weren't like,
technically,
we didn't like talk.
we weren't like friends in 6th grade, but
was it 7th grade or 8th grade we were in the same math class?
It
7th.
was Whitfield's class, right?
Yeah, it was Miss Whitfield's class.
I love how you
Because we
remember
were all in
that
the same
story.
Grace is like, I know. I remember.
I've known Abby for like ever, so.
I know. Grace, how long have we known each other? Since like kindergarten,
A long
right?
time. A long time.
Forever.
Yeah, because we
because
started in 6th grade.
fun story. I went to private school until 5th grade, and then when I like transitioned to public school. My first year at public school was at Carver, and Grace was the only person I knew, so I was like attached to her the whole year. So Grace was my first friend in public school.
Oh my gosh.
Memories. Oh, it's my
I know.
My turn. Okay. So how long have you guys been together?
A little over 3 years now.
Yeah.
3 years on April 24th.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
It must be
Fun
nice
time.
to be in
Another fun fact. Another fun
fun
fact.
facts tonight. I
I'm
love
full
it.
of them.
Jake.
No, I was thinking about this, and I was like, I should totally tell them this, but we've actually been together long distance longer than we have together now. Like now that it's 3 years, our 2nd and 3rd anniversary, I was here.
Oh wow.
So, yeah, so we've been together longer as long distance than we have.
That's crazy.
When I lived in Midland.
Oh my goodness. Well, speaking of long distance, what have been some of the challenges you guys have had in your long distance relationship?
You go first. I have a lot.
I mean, just like, we both have different lives in our 2 different areas. So I guess like finding the time to actually like talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think at the beginning it was when I moved here, I had 0 time to process. Like I had 2 days between the time that I thought I was going to be staying in Midland and the time that I knew that I was going to be here. So there wasn't a lot of processing time. And before that, we were together all the time. So it was really, really difficult for me, at least, to not have him there, just like whenever I wanted to see him. So it was really difficult at first. That was probably one of the hardest things for me, I guess.
Aww.
I know, tragic. No, but it's gotten better. We're good. It's okay.
Yes, we love that.
I love that.
Thank you, Minnesota.
I brought you coffee. I don't want to hear it, and I brought you cookies. So,
She
Anyway,
brought you cookies, so
anyways, so what advice would you guys give to young couples in long distance relationships, or just in a relationship in general?
Me first.
Okay.
Yes, Jacob.
He got his answer.
Well,
He
I don't
knows.
want her to steal it.
okay.
Biggest thing is to trust each other. Because yeah, you're going to be hanging out with different people,
Right.
and you just got to trust that like the other person isn't off doing Lord knows what with
Man.
Right.
those people.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's a
But
big
that
thing.
they're that they're honoring you still, even while they're with those people.
Yeah.
I do too.
Trust is huge. I also think, let's see.
I took the good one.
Exactly.
That is the good
Gotta
one.
think about it.
I think another long distance for sure. Just make sure you're making time for each other. It's hard once you get into kind of the rhythm of things. Especially when I first moved here, it was really easy for me. I didn't have my job yet. I wasn't in school yet, and I had a lot of time to just call him whenever, text him all the time, stuff like that. But as you get into the rhythm of things, you get busier and busier, and it gets harder and harder to make time for the other person, and that's really important too. So I would say just make sure that you are making time, scheduling time if you need it, or just whatever chance you get, just talk to them, at least text them, shoot them a text, hey, I'm thinking about you. It's as simple as that.
Would text me and tell me that they're thinking about me.
Yes.
Oh.
I'll text you.
I'll start.
Thank you. Please, Jacob.
Yeah. Text him every morning, Jacob.
Yes, I will literally
About
cry
you.
from tears every time I wake up in the morning.
You probably would. You probably would, wouldn't you?
Well, that is all the questions we have for you guys. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for answering
That
them.
concludes our little interview.
Yes,
portion.
and now we're about to play our game, Couples Challenge, DeLovely edition. Woo! Basically, what the game is it's like the TikTok where we ask you a question and you be like, who is the better kisser? And you point at either yourself or at the person or at your partner.
Oh, are we doing it right now?
No,
No,
I'm
that was
demonstrating.
just the rules.
Yeah, I'm
But yeah, y'all have any questions? Are y'all ready?
Are we ready?
no,
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay, rapid fire.
Oh my God, please don't.
And I'm like, wait.
Slow down.
Rapid fire. Who initiated the first kiss?
Who apologizes first after a fight?
Who's the funny one?
Oh, okay.
No.
I love when the answers are different.
Right? Who is
That's
more
you,
By
romantic?
the way.
Yeah.
Aww.
Who is the most patient? Aw.
Who is the most annoying?
So rude.
Okay. Who's the better cook?
Ooh, we love
That's
that.
right.
Cute.
Who's the best kisser?
Who
What's
spends
up?
the most money?
The most money?
Who takes longer to get ready whenever y'all are about to go out?
That was so
It's
cute.
ridiculous.
Who's
It
more
is.
stubborn?
Stubborn?
Oh yeah. Yes. Yes.
Jacob, yes.
Who's the bigger baby when sick?
I love that. Who's the most adventurous?
Ooh. Who's the most talented?
At what?
At anything.
Everything.
Just in,
And life.
in general? I don't know.
You're wrong.
Okay, who pays? Okay, let me rephrase that. Just kidding. Okay, so when you go out on a date, who pays? Usually.
We
Both.
both pay because
Yeah.
Oh,
we're
I
like,
love that.
I love that.
yeah, because like
Feminism.
we're too broke
Just
to like pay for the other person.
That's true.
I
I
love.
love that.
And lastly, who said I love you first?
I think it was.
right?
I'm pretty sure.
I think it was. Was
I
it?
don't know. I think we.
I think it was you. I think it
That
was you. I don't know. It was 3 years ago.
I think
You
we
know,
like.
I think it was him.
after y'all are together that long, I'm sure time
Exactly.
kind of blurs
It
together.
really does. Like 3 years, I
3 years
already
is a long
forgot.
time, so.
Oh my
I know.
goodness.
I
Well,
mean,
that
it's
was
like
the
a mutual
game.
thing.
Yes, that is.
Wait, what'd you say, Jacob?
It was like a mutual thing, so that's. I
Yeah.
think that's why we can't remember it.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
probably.
We stand and we live.
We stand and we live.
Well, that was our game. Thank you guys so much for participating and
Yay.
joining us on Couples Night.
We are so
That was so much
glad
fun, and
to
I
have you guys.
honestly wish you guys the best. Invite me to your wedding. Let
We
DeLovely
will.
shoot at your wedding. We would
DeLovely
love
exclusive.
to make your, like, if you ever want to propose to Abbey, like, do it on DeLovely. Like, it's okay. That would be everything. The world would love to see that. I would love to see it, and period.
Period.
And that was the end of Couples Night. Thank you guys so much. And that is all we have for Couples Night tonight. Yes, that was so much fun.
That was so fun. I honestly, probably one of my favorite episodes.
yes,
so far.
like that's definitely gonna have to be like a reoccurring episode that we do,
Absolutely.
and we'll just have different couples on next time.
Oh, that'd be
And maybe
so
bring
fun.
back an original couple that started Couples Night. Ew. Thank you, Asia and Bobby, Zach and
Yes.
Cameron, and Abby and Jacob for coming on and sharing your stories and advice with us.
Yes, absolutely. I loved hearing everybody's story.
Yes,
That was
oh my
so-
gosh, it was
it was so
everything. Next week we have the soprano legend, funniest person I know probably, SARANDA will be on.
I'm so
Yes,
excited.
we will interview her and she will be performing.
Oh,
So
we love
stay
a good
tuned.
performance.
Yes, we love a performance.
All right, and we want to say a big thank you to Jade, our editor,
Yes,
once again,
thank
because
you,
she is a
Jade.
queen.
She is the queen herself, Jade McDonough, our editor. Thank you so much for doing it.
I honestly can't even put into words. Like
You do
thank
amazing work.
Thank you. Thank you.
You guys know the drill. Like, subscribe, comment, and share.
Yes, you better be sharing the heck out of
You
this.
definitely want to share this episode because
This-
this everything.
And come on, we gotta get them DeLovely. We gotta get DeLovely out there.
Exactly.
Come on,
We try to 100 subscribers by the end of the month.
Oh, did you?
Is
just-
that a challenge? Is that a challenge?
It's not a problem, just a challenge.
Just a challenge. To be da-da-da-da.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, subscribe, like, comment, and share. We love you guys so much. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.